Hello subscribers! I made and posted one video called Tom Welling Wants to Play Clark Kent on The Flash, which seemed to cause some controversy regarding some things I said about actor Tom Welling. That video was focused on other topics and perhaps I didn't fully explain everything I meant in proper depth. So today, I'll try to dedicate this video entirely to doing just that. Let's look back at how things, as I understand, first started. Back in the year 2001, producers Al Gough and Miles Millar were developing a TV series called Smallville, which would be about young Clark Kent before becoming Superman. At this point, Gough and Millar were just looking to make a pilot episode and hoped that WB would pick it up as an ongoing series. They had no plans beyond that. They weren't even thinking about if the show would last a second season. Remember, back then, superhero movies and TV shows were not so popular, generally speaking. When Gough and Millar found actor Tom Welling, they believed he was destined for the role of young Clark Kent, probably because they saw his resemblance to actor Christopher Reeve. When Welling was first offered the role, he turned it down. He never wanted to wear the suit because he believed that actors who play Superman would get typecast, looking at what happened to the careers of George Reeves, Christopher Reeve, and Dean Cain after they played Superman. But producers Gough and Millar persisted and explained to Welling that the premise of this show was something different, and here he'd never wear the suit. Welling eventually agreed to accept the role so long as the whole crew understood and accepted the fact that he would never wear the suit. So the pilot was shot and WB liked it and decided to indeed pick it up for a full season. And during that first season, the ratings were phenomenally higher than anybody had hoped for. Suddenly, it went without saying that the show would be picked up for a second season. And as soon as the second season started, people were already talking about the show going on for 5 seasons, and it did. But after season 5, some people felt the show was beginning to linger. The ratings were going down, but it was still popular enough to be renewed for season 6, then 7, then 8, and 9. And by season 9, Welling additionally got involved as a producer of the show, so he had some control of what happened. Then in the summer of 2010, which was in between the time when season 9 ended and season 10 began, it was announced that season 10 would be the final season. Many fans felt that they'd been watching the show for so long that in order for the show to have proper closure, they would just need to see this portrayal of Clark Kent become Superman. But now, all the producers other than Welling himself had to look back and remember that when Welling first agreed to take the part way back in 2001, he made it clear he'd never wear the suit. Producers and fans alike hoped that maybe over the course of the 10 years he spent making the show, he might have changed his mind or lightened up a little, but no, he still insisted he would never wear the suit. The network asked him to just wear the suit for the very last episode and have one episode of him as Superman, but he said no way. And remember, he now had some control being one of several producers the show had. So then he was asked to just wear the suit for the series finale's last 2 minutes, and he still refused. So what they had to do was cut back and forth from far away shots of a CGI Superman to close-ups of Tom Welling's face. There was one exception for the very last shot when we saw him rip his shirt open with the Superman S underneath, and then the credits started and that was how the show ended. Most fans felt very unsatisfied that after 10 years of watching a show about how he becomes Superman, we didn't even get one real shot of him as Superman. Okay? So that's the basic story of what happened. So one question became, who do fans blame? Do you blame Tom Welling for still refusing to wear the suit after 10 years? Or do you blame producers Gough and Millar for casting him in the first place, knowing he'd never wear the suit? Or did you just accept that this was the unfortunate way things worked out and blame nobody? The answer is all a matter of personal opinion, and I think most viewers can guess my opinion. Now I'd like to add this. I believe that nothing is ever guaranteed in the entertainment business. If Tom Welling did put on the suit for the last 2 minutes, that would not guarantee he'd become any more typecast than he already was. And clearly, his refusing to put on the suit did not mean he instantly became a movie star as soon as Smallville was over. It's now been almost 7 full years since Smallville ended, and most people can't even name one thing he's done since then without looking it up. I understand he's recently appeared in a show called Lucifer, but I still haven't seen it. He stuck to his original idea of not wearing the suit to avoid becoming typecast and disappointed most fans. And so far, his decision has hardly paid off to help his career. When Welling has recently been interviewed about this issue, he does not seem to acknowledge how disappointed fans were and seems to often stretch the truth. One quote from Welling was, "Our finale was supposed to be, in the first act, Clark puts on the suit and flies around, saves Lois on a plane, and does this other stuff. It was a call that I had with Peter Roth, who is the head of WB Television. I said, that's not our show. He's like, no, it's going to be great. And I go, yeah, but just think about what we've been doing. If we just jump into that, we haven't earned it." I don't buy that. I seriously doubt even Welling himself ever really believed this was the best way for the show to end. I think he just thought it was the best way for his personal career to continue, so arranged things to go his way. Welling was also quoted in saying, "I wasn't exactly excited with the idea of getting into the tights anyways, so it worked out." I don't like the way he phrased those last words, "it worked out." I think he worked things out so he got his way. And honestly, I'd respect him a lot more if he could just say it straightforward. He said from the beginning he'd never want to wear the suit. After 10 years of doing the show, he never once changed his mind. So he's sorry fans were disappointed, but this was the deal he made with the producers from the beginning. I think fans would respect him a lot more if he could just acknowledge it that way, rather than pretending what he did was in the show's best interest and pretending fans should have been happy with what they saw in the series finale. Anyway, that issue is over. Now I'd like to mention something else. In 2016, when actor Tyler Hoechlin first played Superman on the Supergirl TV show, the role was originally offered to Tom Welling and he said he wasn't interested. Some fans say he should have taken the role, but personally, I disagree. I fully respect Welling's decision there because he had no commitment to the Supergirl show. I say that refusing to wear the suit after 10 years of playing the character on one show and saying he simply doesn't want to get involved with another show in the first place are two completely different issues. Final thing I'd like to mention. There was one quote from Welling in September of 2017 saying he'd be willing to appear on the current Flash show. His quote on the website nukethefridge.com was, "I am willing to go on The Flash, and I have a few ideas on how it can happen if the network asks me. In fact, I think I can make it happen." Now, virtually all articles that reported that quote interpreted it to mean he'd want to play Clark Kent. But the truth is, he never really clarified that. Anyway, it's now been about 6 months since he was quoted in saying that, and I haven't heard him say anything like that ever since. So now I wonder if that quote from him was even real, or if the website that originally reported it was mistaken. Still, many fans have the question, if Welling ever wanted to appear on The Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, or Legends, is that something fans would even really want to see? Or do fans still have such a bitter taste in their mouth from the Smallville series finale that we'd rather not see him at all? Personally, my answer is that I'd only want to see him if he is strictly involved as an actor and has no say as a producer. If you look back at Smallville, the truth is there are plenty of moments when he proved he can be fun and entertaining to watch. It's just the way he controlled things in the series finale that really disappointed a lot of fans. So I say if he ever wants to appear on the Arrowverse, you should let him, just as long as he's willing to follow the script and not insist that things be altered his way. Or on the other hand, if he has no interest in ever appearing on the Arrowverse, then I say that is no problem at all for any of the shows. Okay, so that's the story of what happened as best as I know it, and all my opinions on the subject. But as always, I'd like to hear some feedback from you viewers. So please do leave your comments below. I'll be happy to respond to as many as I can. I like to exchange ideas with other fans. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more of my videos, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you. Thank you.